So, we just played a teeny bit of Snowbreak, and I gotta say, gameplay-wise, it's rather intriguing. I do think that the game, at least gameplay-wise, on controller, it's fun. Now, granted, you would have to go into the options menu just to finagle a couple things here and there, just adjust a few things here and there, especially with the camera and all that. But otherwise, it's a decent game. I'm not going to say it's a good game or a bad game for that matter, but it is decent. First impressions kind of give off the idea of that this is a very unstable game. But over time, it does get a little better. Especially if you get, once you become accustomed to the gameplay. And to be quite honest with you, I'm excited to see where, at least in terms of gameplay, where this is gonna go. So on that front, in terms of gameplay, I can't wait to see what they do with it. But with that said, there needs to be characters that I'm interested in. And to be quite honest, there are a few characters here and there that I am particularly interested in. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go and rate these damn characters. And by rate them, I mean by look at them and judge them for who they are. Judge them just based on their appearance. Like, it's like nothing combat related, but there might be an exception here and there. All I'm saying is the score is made up and the points don't matter. That's all I'm trying to say here. Let's just start off with the 4-star characters, and then we'll go for 5-star. All right? That's the way things will be. So let's go ahead and judge them, shall we? Malseer, a developer of the Ramses group, she has a cute habit of adding meows at the end of her sentences. She feels no pain and is slow to react. Okay, but is there a way for me to like really check out who she is? Like just really like zoom in if I can? Like, it would be nice to do that. Too bad, so sad. Well, it's weird though, because you're able to zoom in like this, but not like but not normally. Yeah, that is unless you unlock them. That's the issue. Yeah, there's no easy way to do it, not unless you actually unlock the characters. So yeah, we'll have to make do with the unowned characters. So sorry guys. I do like the Egyptian look of this character, and I like the fact that her ears move like in occasion by occasion. I do dig the black. And it seems like, I can't tell from here, is she tan? Not really, not really. I mean, compared to her, it's not that tan. Slight missed opportunity, but hey, you know what? I won't lie though, the Egyptian look, at least based on the patterns that I'm seeing, it makes her look more like a bee than someone that looks Egyptian. You know, you get what I mean though, right? It's just fine. No, I mean, I guess it's not fine. It's more like it's good. It's a pretty decent design, but that's like a 7 out of 10. That's a 7 out of 10. I think this is a decent baseline with what I would consider good, right? Prithia, design-wise, looks all right, but voice-wise, I don't like her voice. It's annoying. Her voice was absolutely annoying in English. I don't know about the other languages, but all I know for a fact is her English voice, not good. That would dock a few points, honestly. I will admit, though, the animations, at least based on her animations, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd probably say it's on par with some of Genshin's animations, at least in terms of just like some idle animations. So it's like, there's some good things about it, and then there's some bad things about Prithia. 6 out of 10. I think a 6 out of 10 is fair enough. I believe so. Oh, wow. Yo! Arms for days. Robotic arms for days. Okay, you know what? I'm digging this look. I am digging it. I don't know if I love the half bob cut and half dreads look, but it's not the ugliest thing I've seen. There's some characters out there that I've seen that attempt to pull off the half proper and then half dreads look, half braids look, and it just doesn't come off well enough. So to see this looking as good as it does, it's a step up. Minus the robotic arms, of course. I feel like that I've seen this particular character before. Like, let's say, Rogue Company. I don't know why that's the first game that came to mind, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. This reminds me of a Rogue Company character. That's an 8 out of 10. I think this is an 8 out of 10 design. The robot arms help out a lot. I will admit that. Marion. This is the other character that we previewed as well. The same thing goes with Fritia. Marion, I'd say design-wise, looks kind of cute. She does look cute. Wait a minute. What did I just see? The one time where I need a zoom button and it just doesn't work. I swear to God, she's got physics. And then her voice, I've heard her voice in the little bit that I have played it, and I gotta say, it's an improvement compared to Fritia, so yeah, that gets like a high 8 from me. That definitely gets a high 8 from me. I do like the see-through cloak. I'm a bit of a sucker of that. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a high 8 out of 10. I don't want, because I think giving it a 9 would be too high and giving it a 7 would be too low. Cherno. Hashtag not my Cherno. Raised as an emissary of the Adventists, her personality split into 2 in an attempt to resist these memories. This information is classified and on a need-to-know basis. Oh, so she's got 2 people. So she's got one other person inside of her. That's what it is? Or is it what? Or is it like she has 2 personalities, kind of like Seal from Honkai Impact? I've noticed it in the earlier characters, but this one, it seems very prevalent. This one seems very prominent. There's 2 different types of textures going on with this character in terms of clothes. I don't think I like this design all that much, but I do commend the attempt. I do like the fact that there's like black and white that represents the dual personality. Even, I mean, hell, even the hair like down here, I didn't even notice that until now. The more I look at this, the more details I'm noticing. And I was initially going to give this a 6 or a 7, but now I'm thinking... No, I was going to give this a 6, but I think because of the little details that I'm noticing on the character... Yeah, I think a 7 out of 10 should be fair enough, right? I think a 7 out of 10 should be fair. A former military sniper, Yao lives by a simple code. No overtime, get an early night, stay as safe as you can. That's 3 codes, but okay, sure. Design is only just fine. It's fine. I don't think it's a bad design either, but compared to the other characters that we have seen that we have seen so far, it's not that remarkable. 6 out of 10. Yeah, this is a 6 out of 10 kind of character. A cold supervisor with a superb memory sent by the board. She's often seen searching for someone. I'm liking the legs. She almost reminds me of a Metal Gear Solid character. She only looks alright. It's nothing great, but nothing that's like horrible or bad either. It's just she's only okay. Let me get a good look though. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much to talk about other than like, wait, hold up. Barely any physics. Why? Literally unplayable. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. A former childcare worker, she often sees others as kids that need to be looked after. She's usually very gentle, but is tougher than anyone else at critical moments. What is that hairstyle? I won't lie, this almost looks like a create a character. This looks like create a character hair. Yeah, you have like the option of adding in the like the extensions over here at like where the hair is, and then you got braids over here, long hair over here, and then you got like a braid right over there as well, but not. And then you got a tail right down here. Like you're like, it's saying so many things. It's weird. It is honestly a little weird for me to look at this. Splash art wise, it looks cool. It looks nice, but not when it's translated like this. I think this probably look a little better on paper, but on execution, this looks a little busy. Especially like the more I'm looking at this, it looks so off. It looks super weird. Because you have like stuff right over here on one side, stuff over here on the other side. It looks a little busy. And then you got this big magnet I'm sure this has a function, but this is a magnet. It's a big magnet, dude. This is like a 3 or a 4. It's a little lower, but damn, is this like... It's busy for the sake of being busy. And I don't necessarily like that. Haru, the ace. Sweet. One of the first to join the Heimdall force, a true veteran and ace fighter. Her right arm was injured by Wednesday after she lost control. By the time she returned to the battlefield, she gained a mechanical arm instead. When we see Enya, she has a lot of stuff going on, to the point where it feels very distracting. Like, you're not even so sure where to look exactly. But when you compare her to Haru, she does have some stuff as well. She does have a few, but not to the point where it's completely distracting. In fact, I'd probably say one could make the argument that this is like, this could look like a piece of armor. And over here, there's a little bit of stuff here, but again, it's contained to a certain area. I'm liking the Destiny look. There's a hint of Destiny that I'm noticing here, and I do like this. I think had it not been for the mechanical arm, this probably would have been a 6 or a 7 out of 10. But with the addition of the mechanical arm and then everything else about her, like just based on this could easily be an 8, maybe a 9 out of 10. Just maybe. Just maybe. I'll need to think about that a little more as we react to more characters. Awoken from 30 years in cryostasis, her past deeply ambiguous, little to no reliable information is available about her background. Her excellent combat abilities would seem to imply special forces experience. I do like the color scheme. Oh my god, what are those, dude? No, I don't like the shoes. No, this is not good. This is bad. She got the advanced Air Jordans on, dude. The one with like super arch support, dude. This looks so stupid, but I hate and love these shoes, dude. I hate and love them. I'm not sure like how I feel about them, but I know that it's a love and hate relationship with those shoes, dude. I think this is a 7 out of 10. There could be, like, it's a pretty good design, but there's some definite improvements that can be made here. Like, example, the shoes, they gotta go. They need to be replaced with something else. And then the back over here, I'm sure there's a lore reason behind whatever the hell this thing is, but it ain't doing it for me. Like, maybe if you were to remove that, maybe, but I don't think she needs a full redesign, but I do think that she needs something else to make it complete. I think it's the torso that's not doing it for me. I think that's what it is. Get rid of the flap over there, and I think and maybe replace it with something else, but just not this. Often referred to as Wednesday, frontline Heimdall force operative, former Valkyrie game star. Revenge against the Titans is a one and only goal. Okay, so for this one, I'll split it into 2. So for this one, the default outfit, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a boring outfit. Not the worst outfit I've ever seen, but it's not that remarkable either. Like, I feel nothing about this. You gotta give me something else, just to fall in love with whatever the hell this is. Like, whatever this is, it's not doing it for me. It's just a 5. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Now, this one, on the other hand. What does it say about a character when a spacesuit is more exciting than a default outfit? What does it say about a character when something like that happens? Because quite honestly, I think this outfit is far more interesting compared to what the default is. Not the greatest, but it's more interesting compared to this. It's still pretty low though. Like, it's like you're jumping from a 5 to maybe a 6, bordering on 7, but even I would say that's a little too much. So 6 is fair enough. I mean, you gotta admit though, this splash art though, that's cool. That's kind of cool. And then the last of the 4-star characters, Fenny. She's unique, at least. That's as much as I could say compared to all the other characters that we have seen so far. Maybe the only exception being, let me see. Okay, two exceptions. Malseer and Nita. Those are the three characters I think so far stand out to me the most. They stick out a lot, and in a good way. So to see someone like Fenny in here, I mean, I dig this style. I do dig it. And in terms of personality, I have played as her during the game. Well, both her and Life. So, I mean, she just seems more interesting compared to everyone else. I mean, to Life. So Fenny definitely gets some points from me on that front. I think based on the principle that there really isn't a lot of unique looking 4-star characters specifically, I'd say that so far she appears to be one of the better looking 4 stars in my opinion. So on that front, I probably give this a 9 out of 10 just based off of principle. I'm tempted to give this a 10 out of 10, but I kind of don't want to at the same time. I guess I like this just as much as her default outfit, because I don't think that it's like it excels or gets worse from the default. 9 out of 10. I think 9 out of 10 is a good enough thing. It's a good enough score. Now we'll move on to the 5 stars, which there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So great. So this is kind of like Honkai, where there's 4-star versions of existing characters, and then there's 5-star variations of existing characters. Because I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing different variations of the characters that we have seen earlier on. Wild Hunt is a special low-temp exosuit developed exclusively for Life as an emergency response to her manifestation in March 2058. It maintains her body temperature and dulls the pain from the theotropic nerves as they grow. It's an improvement over her default outfit, I will say that. Well, more like her 4-star variation. But I don't know if that's like the greatest thing. It's better than her default 4-star outfit, but I don't think it's that better. So I'd probably say give this a 7 out of 10. All right, different version of Fenny. Is it wrong for me to say that this is a downgrade compared to the 4-star variation? Is it fair for me to say that? Because I honestly, I'm not feeling it. I mean, yeah, there's the tiara, but they just made this too good. That's my problem with it. It's that the designers of the 4-star variation did too well of a job to the point where this doesn't look... Well, this kind of pales in comparison. You could do better than this, Fenny. Or in this case, game designers. This just... it's bad. I mean, it's bad when you consider what came before. That's what I'm basing it off of. It's a 6. It's a 6 out of 10 design. I don't like this. I do not. I hope to God there's alternate outfits that we could pick out for this character, for this variation of the character, because this ain't it, Chief. Marion, a variation of this one, Queen of Pain. The Swift series low observability tactical exosuit is Cathode Technology's latest product, created especially for snipers and scouts who operate alone. It's yet to be officially released. Okay, so this is well, in-universe, this is a prototype. But did it have to be gray? I don't know about this. I'm a little iffy on this one, because it has because I don't know if I agree with the, with these, on the chest area. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it's alright. And yeah, she got that, bootylicious, look on her, so that's... I guess that's cool, I guess, but I won't lie to you, I forgot what I gave her. I think I gave her either a 7 or a 6. But one thing for sure, this is it's not that big of an improvement. It's not that big of an improvement. So I'd probably say I give this within the same score as I would for the 4-star variant. It's just fine. It's just fine. Radiating the heat of the sun, the high-powered winter solstice exosuit grasps the sun's flames as it touches the horizon. It's unique. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's that well. But I don't think it's that good either. I like the design of the shoes, very impractical, but okay. I guess I kind of admit it's kind of cool. I do like her in a ponytail compared to long-haired. I do like the ponytail variation of her compared to the long-haired variation. I'd probably say I give this like a 7 out of 10. There's definitely some improvements that need to be done here in order to make this good. But overall, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Wait. On second thought, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I think that this is more of a pretty good designed character. I do like the fact that there's some attention to detail over here that they've really emphasized on, and I do appreciate that. So I think an 8 out of 10 is a perfectly good number for someone like Yao. Yao, you do good, and I'll see you later. For Tia, for my critiques about her, especially with her initial design, she is very expressive. She's very expressive, and I do appreciate that. Her voice, I mean, that's a different story entirely, but I do appreciate the fact that she is very expressive, especially with her animations. The exosuit for Tia developed on her own almost failed to pass inspections due to the mobility difficulties caused by being overweight. Damn, game, you didn't have to call her that! However, the insanely powerful heat ray weapon it packs was enough to persuade everyone. I will say, compared to her initial, her 4-star variation, I mean, I like it a little more, just a teeny bit more though. It's like, here, it's like they traded, it's like there's some problems here that I would like to see improved, and then I guess you could say there is a little bit of an improvement. There's a little more to it, to the outfit itself. But I don't think it matches her personality that well. But then again, I could be wrong. I don't think I played her long enough to even justify that conclusion. But overall, yeah, it's decent. I think it's decent. So yeah, I think like a 7 out of 10. I think this is a 7 out of 10 design. And yeah, honestly, yeah, 7 out of 10. I just think this is a 7 out of 10. I do like the fact that the physics actually do follow along with the character itself, with the character's emotions. Usually, when you have animations like that, it would freak out in some way. But I like the fact that there's a little bit of logic just planted into the flow of how the clothes would move. Because usually something would clip, but in this instance, it doesn't really do that all that much. Although it could also be chalked up to the fact that this might have been. This is less of physics-based animations and more of, how do you call it? Animations that have already been implanted into the character itself when certain actions are done. Regardless, though, I do like the fact that it flows as well as it does. So, yeah, I think just on that basis, it's a 7 out of 10. Still don't like her voice, but I will give a little bit of credit. And finally, we got Acacia. Data from the world before I went to sleep. It'll only evoke memories that don't belong to this world. I might as well just refuse it. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to design, because here, I'm not that big of a fan. It just feels like that there's obviously some things that need to be adjusted in order to make this great. Example, like I mentioned before, torso area, the plastic thing, gotta get out of here. But it does need to be replaced with something else. And I don't think an overhaul would be that necessary, but I do think that there are some changes that are necessary to make this look good. This is an improvement. It's a good improvement. And look, they replaced her shoes. That alone deserves an 8 out of 10. And I do like the fact that the bodysuit looks the way it does. The torso area, yeah, I mean, I'll admit there needs to be some improvements over here, but I do like this compared to what we got in the 4-star variation. So overall, yeah, pretty good. And I like the addition of the bandana that she has up there. That was not present in the 4-star variation, So I appreciate this. So on that basis, I'd probably say, yeah, I guess I could give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think it's deserving of an 8 out of 10. Quite honestly, there's a few that I do believe that are pretty good, but I'll admit, there's a few that I think that are bog standard. There's some like standard ass looking characters in here, but that's not to say that it's a bad thing either. There's some good designs overall. Not you, there's some improvements that could be made from some of these characters as well. So far, I do dig. I really love Fenny's 4-star design. I think that this is great. It really does reflect your character all that much. Mousseer is good. Mousseer is good, but I don't think I love that. I love this like as much as I remember, as I like initially thought, because there's like some imperfections here and there that I'm just noticing now. So I think I might drop it from like, I think I said it was a 7, so I mean I also keep it as a 7 because I think 8 is a little too high and 6 is like too low. Tia, hey, yeah, I mean like okay, I guess it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Nita. Honestly, pretty damn good, pretty good design. Pretty damn good design, especially with the way that the arms look. Marion, man, decent. Cherno, decent. Yao, I need to sleep on this. Life, an improvement compared to the 4-star variation, but not by much. Penny, what a downgrade that is. Marion, just meh. Yao, good. For Tia, an improvement. I think I prefer this over the 4-star, but again, I'll need to like really think about that a little more. Acacia, an improvement compared to the 4-star variation. Tenxing, it's good. It's good. And yeah, I think legit a bad character design, like a pretty bad one. I think one of the a few designs I will legitimately say is bad, considering that there's too much stuff going on. Haru, great. Honestly, pretty great. Acacia, I mean, like I said, it's a downgrade compared to the 5-star variation, but, you know. Life. Space outfit, good. Default outfit, meh. And as I said before, Fenny, good. Same thing with her idol outfit. I think these outfits look damn good. So overall, what do I think? Do I think that I'm going to be continuing to play this game in the foreseeable future? Maybe if I have the time, I'll go and play it. I'll go play this some more, because I genuinely think that the combat for Snowbreak is good. It's good, not great, because there are some things here and there that there are some design decisions that I don't necessarily agree with. But I can see this improving over time. Now, it's only a matter of whether the game designers will continue to support this game or not in the foreseeable future, or perhaps just cut their losses and just move on with something else. We'll have to see for ourselves. I'm looking forward to playing more of this sometime in the future. I really do. I do. Knock his lights.